If you have water coming into your basement, it's important to be able to identify how and why that water is getting there. There are 6 main causes for water entering a home into the basement. The first most common source of water entering the space would be at the floor wall joint, where the floor meets the wall. And this is due to any time concrete is poured to concrete, you have an inherent seam which is called the cold joint. A typical construction for most foundations, you have a footing, a wall, and then they pour a floor. Concrete meeting concrete. The loose backfill around the property is an excellent source for water to come off roof line. Rain falling out of the sky will come through this loose backfill, come down to the footing, come in at that cold joint, the floor wall joint, and ends up on your floor. The second common source is through a wall crack. Wall cracks could be a pipe penetration or just a crack in the wall. Obviously, same scenario takes place. We have water coming through the backfill, making its way down, finding that path of least resistance, the crack or a pipe penetration in the wall, and it can end up on the basement floor as well. The third way would be through floor cracks, structure cracks in the floor, where you have pressure building from the same mechanic, rain coming down, filling that, soaking that backfill, making its way past the footing, starts to build this pressure, and comes up through the floor. So the 3 main causes for water in a basement, again, your floor wall joint, your wall cracks, and floor cracks. The exceptions, the 3 exceptions to that would be water coming down, coming over the sill plate. If you have a negative pitch to a property where water is ponding alongside the house, that water can come up over the sill and down that wall. The 5th way would be through a bulkhead or an egress, some form of walkout coming out of the basement. Again, that would be fall under a runoff, but water can come in through that source and end up on the floor. And the final 6th way would be through windows, through a window. You may have a window well on the exterior where it's not draining properly or it's filling. And water can come in through that, leak through the sill, come down the wall, and end up on the basement floor. The good news is all of these areas can be successfully addressed with the help of a qualified basement specialist.